This world is in such bad shape now with all these recent attacks going on in Louisiana and in Las Vegas, and then the people in the subways in New York. It's just, I felt this stir in my spirit for weeks and months, even now. And it just feels like there's something big that's getting ready to happen. And all this stuff is going on. And then, the drones that we've been seeing, and you hear these people speaking about dreams that they're having. I'm not necessarily saying that I agree with all these prophecy dreams that a lot of people are having, but I do know one thing: there is way too much going on. And anybody, when you leave your house, no matter what time of day it is, if it's nighttime, if it's in the morning, we need to be ready spiritually. We need to, you need to have your heart ready with God. You need to have your spirit ready, because, the end of the world, fearing God, that's not the thing right now. Nobody needs to be fearing God. We need to be running to God. The fear is what is going on in this world. When it is to the point where people are afraid to go out of their houses, you're afraid to go to the store, you're afraid to get in your car, you're afraid to get out of your car, you're afraid to have a cell phone, because so many different things can be targets and can be used. And it's a very scary thought if you don't have God. It's scary and unnerving if you do have God, because of all the possibilities, the school shootings, everything you hear. You need to be armed. You need to know how to take care of yourself physically, but you need to have your spirit guarded. You need to have your spiritual armor on. You need to be praying Psalm 91 over you and your family every single day. No one is guaranteed the next breath. And there is way too much going on in the world right now to just assume. I don't care where you live, if you live in a very rural or very unpopulated place, you're not in the middle of a big city. It doesn't matter, because anybody can be breathing their last breath. And especially nowadays, and the world is not going to get any better. The world is just going to keep getting worse until God comes back. And what I am begging everyone is to make sure before you leave your house, when you wake up in the morning, make sure that you are right with God, because you never know when you're going to get ready to meet Him, when you're going to meet God. You may not have minutes or days or weeks to decide to follow God. You need to make that choice now. And when I say arm yourselves, we need to arm ourselves with God's armor. Arm ourselves with God's word, and pray for His hedge of protection. And I've said it 100 times, if I've not said it anymore. Pray Psalm 91. That covers every area that you need prayer. And believe in God. He's the only one. God is our only hope. He truly is. And there's no other way to say it. And don't take a chance with your soul. Don't take a chance with your eternity, with your salvation. It is too important. It is too important to make sure that when you close your eyes in this world, that you will open them in heaven.